Hello friends, in this session we shall have discussion about bank accounts of persons with mental disorder or disability. Friends, here we are going to cover two categories of persons. First, mentally ill persons. Second, persons with disability. So first of all, the law relating to these type of persons. There are two different acts which cover the issues relating to these type of people. So first is mentally ill persons. According to Mental Health Act 1987, mentally ill person is a person in a need of treatment by reason of any mental disorder other than mental retardation. So this act defines mentally ill persons. As regards persons with disability, there is a separate act, that is National Trust for Welfare of Persons with Autism, Cerebral Palsy, Mental Retardation and Multiple Disability Act 1999. In short, we call it Disability Act. According to this Disability Act, the person with the disability means a person who is suffering from any of the conditions relating to autism, cerebral palsy, mental retardation, or combination of two or more such conditions. And these persons also include a person suffering from severe multiple disability. So these are the legal provisions relating to these two types of persons. Now, to deal with the property of these type of persons, how the banks should proceed, on which type of documents the bank should rely upon. Friends, under mentally ill persons, for mentally ill persons, under Mental Health Act 1987, there is a provision that district court or collector of districts can appoint guardian or managers in respect of the property of these type of people. Hence, whenever banks are dealing with mentally ill persons, they can obtain copy of the order appointing guardian or manager. So this order is issued by district court or collector of districts. And while dealing with persons with disability, there is a provision in this Disability Act that a local level committee can appoint a guardian to a person with disability, and that person will have to take care of the person and property of the disabled person. So we have two separate authorities under these two separate acts. Depending upon with which type person's account we are dealing, we can accordingly ask for order either from the district court or collector of districts in case of mentally ill persons, or an order from local level committee in respect of person with disability. There are RBI guidelines also on this issue. Let us see what are the RBI guidelines. According to directions of RBI, banks can rely on orders of these courts or orders of local level committees, both for opening of those accounts and for operating of the bank accounts opened. Here, another thing has to be remembered. The transactions by these guardians or managers in these type of accounts must be for the benefit of the person with the mental disorder. This means the guardian or manager appointed by these courts or local level committees, they can not only open the bank accounts, They can also operate the bank accounts, but all transactions must be for the benefit of these persons. Now there are other guidelines also of Reserve Bank of India. RBI directed the banks that they should ensure that their branches display some important information in English or in Hindi or in both the scripts in a conspicuous place in the bank branch. Let us see what type of information is to be displayed by bank branches. 1. Essential details about the facilities under these acts, that is Mental Health Act or Disability Act. Second, the fact that parties can approach the local level committees for the purpose of issuing the certificate, and also that the certificate issued under the Act is acceptable to the bank. Not only this, the details of the local level committees in that area can also be given in these type of notice. So to facilitate, to help these type of people, this is what bank branches can do. Well friends, I'm sure the contents of this lecture will benefit you. Thank you for watching the video.